The book The Sea of Monsters, the second volume in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series by Rick Riordan, is a work that uniquely combines adventure, humor, and mythology, introducing readers to a universe where the ancient Greek world merges with contemporary reality. Riordan, with his fast-paced writing full of cultural references, constructs an engaging narrative that captivates both young and adult readers through a mix of frenetic action, charismatic characters, and surprising twists. The story resumes the journey of Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon, who finds himself immersed in a series of supernatural challenges. From the very first pages, the reader is thrust into a disturbing dreamlike scenario, where Percy experiences a dream filled with omens. A darkly described monster pursues Grover, his satyr best friend, while the atmosphere transforms into an intense storm. This opening, which blends elements of horror and humor, already foreshadows the irreverent tone and tension that will permeate the entire narrative. Upon waking from this nightmare, Percy is immediately confronted with the duality between the mundane and the extraordinary. As he prepares for the last day of school, the narrative reveals his mother's concerns and the sudden news that Camp Half-Blood, a refuge, and school for demigods may be in danger. This warning becomes the driving force for a plot filled with unexpected events. From conflicts in an experimental school, where classes mix with surreal situations like a dodgeball game that turns into a battle against real monsters, to clashes that blend humor and tragedy, showcasing Riordan's ability to transition between the comedic and the dramatic. The narrative unfolds through intense, action-packed episodes. In one of the most memorable moments, the author describes with rich detail a dodgeball game, seemingly a school activity, that turns into utter chaos when cannibalistic giants and monsters emerge, giving an epic tone to the situation. The gymnasium setting, with bronze fireballs and relentless attacks, is vividly and meticulously described, allowing the reader to feel the tension and urgency of the moment. This scene not only highlights Riordan's talent for creating impactful imagery, but also serves as a metaphor for the challenges faced by the heroes, who must constantly adapt and fight against forces greater than themselves. Another central aspect of the work is the character development. Percy, with his sarcastic humor and the inherent vulnerability of a young hero, is portrayed in a very human way, even as he is immersed in extraordinary mythological situations. His companions, such as Grover, whose personality blends innocence with the responsibility of a guardian, and Annabeth, whose intelligence and courage are constantly tested, enrich the narrative by offering different perspectives on the adventure. Tyson, Percy's half-brother and a figure of brute strength with a huge heart, exemplifies how Riordan treats differences, showing that even those who seem out of place have a crucial role in the fight against adversity. In addition to the characters, the author uses formal elements that enrich the narrative style. The language is straightforward, filled with dynamic dialogues and detailed descriptions that alternate between the real and the fantastical. Intertextuality is a hallmark, with constant references to Greek mythology, from ancient Greek terms like anaklusmos to the use of drachma coins and mentions of the gods and heroes of Olympus. This blend of tradition with modernity not only makes the reading more appealing to young audiences, but also creates a cultural bridge that resonates with readers of all ages, allowing for a fresh interpretation of classical myths. In terms of narrative structure, The Sea of Monstros is episodic, with chapters that quickly follow one another, each bringing new challenges and twists. This characteristic maintains the fast-paced rhythm of the story and the constant sense of urgency, essential factors for keeping the target audience engaged. In scenes like the chaotic taxi ride with the enigmatic Grey Sisters, Riordan demonstrates his ability to transform everyday situations into moments of high fantasy, using language creatively to describe everything from the sound of the engine to the tension inside the vehicle. The work also stands out for how it addresses universal themes such as friendship, courage, self-discovery, and the importance of accepting one's identity. Percy, while facing monsters and challenges, must deal not only with external enemies, but also with his own fears and insecurities. The conflict between the mortal world and the world of the gods is a constant, representing the young demigod's internal struggle to find his place and understand the divine heritage he carries. This duality is explored with subtlety, allowing the adventure to become a journey of maturation and self-discovery. The author's effectiveness in integrating narrative elements with accessible and humorous writing is evident throughout the narrative. For example, the descriptions of monsters ranging from giants with bizarre tattoos to bronze bulls with gleaming horns are accompanied by ironic comments and unexpected references which disarm the tension and invite the reader to reflect on the nature of myths. Riordan thus manages to balance the epic with the comedic, creating a work that is both a tale of heroic adventures and a celebration of youthful imagination. A critical review of this volume would not be complete without highlighting the aesthetic qualities of the text, the richness of detail, the construction of settings that blend the real with the fantastical, and the use of surprising metaphors such as comparing monsters to everyday phenomena contribute to an immersive reading experience. Each scene is meticulously crafted, allowing the reader to vividly visualize both the grandeur of the battles and the more intimate moments of doubt and emotion experienced by the characters. This attention to detail strengthens the narrative, giving it a depth that goes beyond a simple juvenile adventure. In summary, The Sea of Monsters is a work that transcends the fantasy genre by becoming a vehicle for the rediscovery of classical myths in a contemporary context. Rick Riordan demonstrates mastery in combining light, humorous, and culturally rich writing with a complex plot full of twists. Through captivating characters and intense action scenes, the author constructs a narrative that not only entertains but also invites readers to reflect on timeless themes such as courage, friendship, and the challenge of self-acceptance. The fusion of modernity and antiquity, present in vibrant descriptions, whether in the explosion of fireballs in a gymnasium or the surprising taxi ride with the Grey Sisters, reveals a work that is both innovative and respectful of its inspirational source, Greek mythology. With a plot that oscillates between moments of extreme tension and instances of irreverent humor, The Sea of Monsters solidifies Percy Jackson's position as a modern hero whose journey of self-discovery and self-improvement mirrors the universal challenges of youth. The narrative, filled with evidence and metaphors that enrich each episode, reaffirms the importance of facing internal fears and valuing human connections, even when dealing with gods and monsters. Thus, Rick Riordan not only gifts us with an unforgettable adventure, but also invites us to reflect on the very essence of courage and identity. In conclusion, The Sea of Monsters is a masterpiece of juvenile entertainment that, through its dynamic writing, unforgettable characters, and a plot full of surprises, reaffirms the power of mythology adapted to modernity. Its impact lies in the ability to transform ancient legends into current and relevant experiences, providing readers with an exciting journey that transcends the boundaries of fantasy to touch on profound questions of human existence.